If you've ever cracked open a can of soda and taken that first fizzy sip, you've probably never thought twice about the name we give it, soft drink. It's such a normal part of our vocabulary that we don't really stop and ask, why that name? Why soft? What's so soft about a drink that can actually feel sharp and bubbly on your tongue? Well, today we're going to dive deep into the history, culture, and language behind the phrase soft drink. By the end, you'll see how this simple label is tied to everything from chemistry to marketing and even to society's relationship with alcohol. Right here, on History of Simple Things. The very first thing we need to clear up is that the word soft in soft drink isn't talking about the taste, texture, or even the fizz. Instead, it's all about what's not inside the drink: alcohol. Back in the 19th century, people often referred to beverages in two broad categories: hard and soft. Hard drinks meant alcoholic drinks: beer, wine, whiskey, you name it. These were considered strong or hard because of their intoxicating effect. By contrast, soft drinks were simply non-alcoholic beverages. So in short, a soft drink just means a drink without alcohol. That's it. The term might feel a little outdated now, but when it first came into use, it was an important distinction. But that raises another question. Why did soft drink become so tied specifically to soda and fizzy beverages, and not just water or juice? For that, we have to look at the invention of carbonation. In the late 1700s, an English chemist named Joseph Priestley discovered a way to infuse water with carbon dioxide, creating the first artificially carbonated water. People were fascinated by the sparkling bubbles. It was something new, refreshing, and exciting. Soon after, soda water began being sold in pharmacies, often mixed with flavored syrups. Apothecaries believed it had health benefits, and it was even marketed as a sort of medicine. That's where the connection between soft drink and soda really started. While plain water, milk, or juice were technically soft drinks, it was these carbonated concoctions that grabbed public attention. By the 1800s, soda fountains became popular fixtures in American pharmacies. They weren't just places to get a fizzy drink, they were social hubs, kind of like the coffee shops of today. The drinks themselves were advertised as temperance-friendly alternatives to alcohol. Remember, the temperance movement was gaining momentum at this time, with many people pushing back against the heavy drinking culture of the 19th century. Offering people a soft drink was a way of saying, here's a fun, tasty beverage that won't get you drunk. That's also when a lot of famous soda brands got their start. Coca-Cola, for example, was originally sold as a medicinal tonic. Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, and others followed a similar path. Each one became part of this broader category of soft drinks. Over time, the word soft drink became less about temperance movements and more just the general label for non-alcoholic carbonated beverages. Even though the original distinction, soft versus hard, was about alcohol, the usage stuck around because it was convenient. It's worth pointing out that not every culture adopted the term in the same way. In the UK, for example, people are more likely to just say fizzy drinks or pop. In other places, you might hear soda or even cool drink. The actual word varies by region, but soft drink is still widely understood, especially in more formal or commercial contexts. It's also worth noting that the idea of soft versus hard is still alive today. We use hard cider to mean alcoholic cider, while regular apple cider is soft. Same with hard seltzer, alcoholic sparkling water, versus the soft sparkling waters like LaCroix. So even though soft drink may sound old-fashioned, the naming pattern is still relevant. It's just that soda became the default soft drink in people's minds because of its cultural dominance. Another reason the word soft drink stuck around is because of the soda industry's massive influence. Companies like Coca-Cola and Pepsi marketed their products not just as beverages, but as lifestyles. In the early 20th century, ads leaned into the idea that soda was refreshing, fun, and family-friendly. Everything alcohol wasn't supposed to be. The word soft reinforced that safe, wholesome image. Parents could buy soft drinks for their kids without worrying, and businesses could proudly serve them as alternatives to alcohol. This framing also helped soda spread globally. When U.S. companies exported their products overseas, the phrase soft drink came along with it, often appearing in advertisements and official descriptions. It's kind of ironic to think about now, but in its early days, soda was marketed as a healthy choice. Doctors and pharmacists often recommended carbonated drinks to soothe stomach aches or improve digestion. Compared to alcohol, soda seemed like the clean option. Of course, today we know that sugary soft drinks come with their own health risks, from obesity to diabetes. But the original idea behind the label soft was that these drinks were the safer, lighter, and more socially acceptable option. Today, when we say soft drink, we almost always mean something carbonated and sweet: cola, lemon lime soda, root beer, or fruit-flavored fizzy drinks. Technically, juices, iced tea, and even flavored waters are also soft drinks because they're non-alcoholic. But in practice, soda owns the category. The term has become so tied to carbonation that most people wouldn't call orange juice a soft drink, even though it technically fits the definition. That shows just how powerful culture and branding are in shaping language. So, why is it called a soft drink? Because more than a century ago, society needed a way to distinguish alcohol-free beverages from hard ones. Over time, carbonation and soda culture took over the category, and the name stuck, even though it doesn't sound like it has anything to do with bubbles or sweetness. It's a reminder of how words evolve. A phrase that once meant any non-alcoholic beverage is now shorthand for Coke, Pepsi, Sprite, and the whole fizzy gang. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.